Hello again, internet. I didn't think I was going to be making another video so soon. Least of all did I think I was going to be making a political video. Well, sort of political. It's not directly political, but it is related to politics in that it's censorship. Anyway, I'm upset, so let's just talk about it. So I've never watched any of Soph's videos, but after the hit piece that was written about her in Buzzfeed, I might just have to start watching all of them religiously. Whether or not I like them or think they're funny, I'm gonna have to start watching them to piss Buzzfeed off. I've watched a couple of videos myself with people talking about the situation of Soph being deplatformed, and I decided to read the Buzzfeed article because, I don't know, I guess I wanted to hear the bullshit straight from the horse's mouth or something. So I did. I read the article, and I haven't heard very many people make a point that I want to make and one that I think is kind of funny, so I'm going to read you the part of the article from my phone, so that you know what I'm talking about. And it's kind of an innocuous paragraph, but I feel like it says everything that you need to know about where BuzzFeed and the mainstream media as a whole is at mentally, because they're not in a good space, and I think we can all tell now. But here we go. Users, and more importantly to YouTube, advertisers have over the past year started to hold the platform accountable for enabling the exploitation of children and exposing them to disturbing content. But this video reveals an entirely different way the platform is harming kids, by letting them express extreme views in front of the entire world. This is what indoctrination looks like when it's reflected back by the indoctrinated. First of all, who amongst us did not have dumbass ideas and beliefs when they were younger? Who? Who wants to stand up and be the first person to raise their hand and be like, "It's me! I've always believed in things that make sense and aren't extreme at all"? Bullshit. That's not true. Children and everybody in life has extreme views, because extreme is relative. So what I consider extreme, you might think is totally normal, and what you think is totally normal, I might think is batshit insane. That's just how life goes. Extreme is in the eye of the beholder, much like beauty. So yeah, maybe Soph's views are extreme, but the only reason they're extreme is because she's a 14-year-old girl who actually knows what the fuck she's talking about, if you asked anybody else her own age. And like I said, I haven't watched any of her videos, so I can't say that I agree with everything, but from the things that I've seen quoted, even out of context, because I'm not an idiot, I can put them in some sort of context to where they make sense. Most people don't just, like, go on anti-Islamic tirades for no apparent reason. And I'm not saying I agree with it, what I agree with even less is the fact that adults are kind of exploiting a child right now. Isn't that what BuzzFeed's doing? Aren't they exploiting Soph's popularity for their own sick, perverse gain? Kind of. I mean, you want to get her deplatformed, but at the same time, she has more subscribers than you. She's more successful, objectively, at least on YouTube as a platform. Could it be maybe that BuzzFeed is just a wee bit jealous of this 14-year-old girl, so they felt the need to take her out? I don't know. That's kind of what it seems like. It seems maybe less like you have a problem with the 14-year-old girl and more like you have a problem with the fact that she's successful and more successful than you, and probably will continue to rise in her success, oddly enough, as a direct result of the hit piece BuzzFeed decided to release about her. But I don't even know why I'm surprised, because BuzzFeed is trash. Legacy media is trash, and if you ever watch it, it legit looks fake as hell. I don't know how anyone ever watches the news and is like, "Oh yeah, this seems real." I mean, everything behind them is fake. They look like plastic. Their hair looks like it's like, I don't know, spray on somehow. Like it's not real hair, even the women. It's just, everything's fake. It's all fake. So I'm not really surprised that BuzzFeed would go out of their way to write a hit piece about a child. And it's not like Soph is like a little kid, but she's still 14, you know? I think even most people have some sympathy for early 20-year-old people who do dumb things. You're like, oh, they're just 21, or oh, they're just 21, so that's why they said something stupid. Why are we treating a 14-year-old any different? Because she's on the internet? Is that why? Like, because oh, it's because she is successful. I remember. But still, like, You want to talk about exploiting children while you're sitting back and exploiting children? Okay, that's fine. Sure. We all totally agree with you, Buzzfeed. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. Honestly, do, though, because then we wouldn't have things to talk about, and I would not have rage to fuel me. Side note, I also think it's hilarious that somehow they managed to, like, tie in Sargon's campaign to this. Like, get over it. You people are pathetic. It's very sad. And I didn't want to sit here and ramble about politics, but you can only watch people with, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars and, like, this giant audience just shit on the rest of us regular people like they're better than us for so long before you have to look them back in the face and be like, you suck. Pretty much everything you've ever created sucks. You're going to continue to suck. Why do you feel like you have the right to call me or anybody else out on the internet? And obviously not me, because I don't have millions of subscribers or anything, and I'm not, like, super popular and successful, but somebody needs to say this to these people. Somebody needs to walk into BuzzFeed headquarters or to New York Times headquarters and then be like, hey, if anyone hasn't told you guys recently, you're fucking terrible and we all hate you, and you should probably just pack up shop and cut your losses now, because you might still have something left over. But they won't, because they're going to jump the shark. I mean, they've already done that, but they're going to jump it even harder somehow before they crash and burn. And quite frankly, I'm here to watch it. I'm sorry that Soph and Sargon and literally anybody else who's achieved even a moderate level of success on the internet has to be taken out with them or suffer some sort of sick martyrdom for the rest of us. But it's like, don't tell me what to say. Don't tell me what to think. Don't tell me what I can do. Don't tell me what I can post on the internet. I'll agree to terms of services and to the laws of the country and the state that I live in. And maybe not even all of those all the time, because let's be honest, you know what, that's besides the point. I will not sit back and allow people who work for fucking BuzzFeed, of all places, to tell us what we should consume online. That's gross. It's none of your business. Find a hobby. Learn to code. So those are my thoughts, if anyone was curious on the whole censorship Soph thing. Let me know what you think, because I think it's pretty atrocious, but, you know, we should probably have a conversation about this. Is it cool to censor people, especially children? Should we just force everyone to, like, sew their mouths shut when they're born so we can avoid ever saying anything offensive? I don't know. Maybe we should just cut our tongues out of our heads and then we can all learn sign language. I'm sure there's some way to be offensive in sign language as well. Whatever. Let me know what you think. Bye.